The fourth Special Olympics USA Games is expected to attract more than 50,000 fans to venues across the Seattle region. Need a primer? We've got a sport-by-sport guide, event map and schedule inside. 50 years ago, Eunice Kennedy Shriver launched an effort to revolutionize inclusion across sports. This week, it comes to Seattle. On the 50th anniversary of the Special Olympics movement, the USA Games are in town, starting Sunday with the opening ceremony at Husky Stadium. Through July 6, more than 4,000 athletes and coaches from all 50 states and the District of Columbia will compete in 14 sports. Thousands of volunteers and spectators are ready for action. Index, athletics, basketball, bocce, bowling, flag football, golf, gymnastics, powerlifting, soccer, softball, stand-up paddleboard, swimming, tennis, volleyball. Who competes? The games feature athletes of all ages with intellectual disabilities. Last summer, athletes competed at local and state-level games to qualify for these games. Gold medalists automatically advanced to the nationals while other qualified applicants were submitted into a lottery and names were randomly drawn for spots on state teams. History: the USA Games take place every 4 years. The previous host cities were Ames, Iowa, 2006, Lincoln, Nebraska, 2010, and Lawrenceville, NJ, 2014. Admission: all sporting events are free and open to the public. Opening ceremony, tickets are $20 and the event features a parade of athletes, the lighting of the Olympics Flame of Hope, a huge USA Games choir of 2,000 singers will perform, as will music acts including Ann Wilson of Heart, Charlie Puth and more. The ceremony starts at 12:30 p.m. and will be televised on ABC. TV coverage, daily highlights, 3 p.m. on ESPN2, except 2 p.m. Wednesday. Hosted by Kevin Negandhi. Mark Nolan, The Seattle Times. Athletics when M. 8 to 11:45 A. T. 8A 2 P. W. 9:30 at 12 P. Th. 8A-2 to 15 P. F. 8A-9 to 45 Aware. Husky Track, University of Washington. Full schedule. 44 events, from walking and wheelchair races to shot put, long jump and distance running, will make up the competition at the Seattle Games. Some are unique to Special Olympics, others are modified versions of the traditional sport. All athletes advance to a final. Keep an eye on Andy Bryant, 36, Woodinville. Distance running is nothing new for Andy. He'll be competing in the Special Olympics' two longest races, the 3,000 and 10,000 meters. But those pale in comparison to the 42,000-plus meters of the Boston Marathon, which he has ran multiple times. Read more. Basketball when M. 8A-9 P. T. 8A-3 to 15 P. W. 8A-4 to 30 P. Th. 8 to 11:30 Aware. Alaska Airlines Arena, Marv Harshman Court, IMA Courts, UW, Red Hawks Center, Seattle U. Full schedule, teams play full court 5-on-5. Some optional adaptations include a shorter game and more lenient traveling enforcement. Keep an eye on John Crandall, 31, West Richland. Look out for John in the low post. This is his 8th year competing in Special Olympics, but it's his first USA Games playing basketball. He originally got involved with Special Olympics as a softball player. Bocce when M. 9A-5 P. T. 9A-5 P. W. 9A-5 P. Th. 9A-1 P. Where? Dempsey Indoor Center, UW. Full schedule. Competitions include both singles and doubles in this sport, in which players try to roll their bocce ball closest to the target ball, or palina. Games will be on the artificial turf of Dempsey Indoor at the UW. Keep an eye on Judy Reba, 50, Everett. You name it, Judy has done it. In her 34 years with Special Olympics Everett, she has competed in tennis, volleyball, softball, swimming, powerlifting, basketball and roller skating, even winning a gold medal at the World Games in Connecticut in 1996. This year, bocce is the sport of choice for Judy, who will be competing with her friend and unified partner, Evelyn. Bowling went M 8:30 to 11:30 A T 8:30 to 11:30 A W 8:30 to 11:30 A TH 8:30 to 11:30 Where? Kenmore Lane's full schedule, popular and accessible, it's got more Special Olympics athletes from Washington than any other sport. Some competitors are permitted to use ramps and other modifications. Bumpers are welcome. Keep an eye on Adela Bertuccio Antignani, 15, Gig Harbor. At just 15 years old, Adela is one of the youngest athletes on Team Washington. But she has already ascended to the top of the bowling ranks. She's joined by only 2 other Washington athletes in the singles high-performance bowling. Flag football went M 9A 5P T 8A-7 to 30P W 9A 2P TH 9A 3P Where? Ima Fields UW. Full schedule, relatively new to Special Olympics. Flag football will feature 2 20-minute halves of 5-on-5 football, with co-ed teams at every level of competition. Keep an eye on John Boo, 57. Olaya. You can spell team without John, but you can't make a very good one. He's dubbed as a vital team player, having competed in Special Olympics team sports since 2002. Maybe it has something to do with his signature sense of humor. Golf went M 8:30 A 12:30 T 8:30 A 12:30 W 8:30 A 12:30 Where? Willows Run Golf Complex. Full schedule, golfers are sorted into 5 levels of competition, with a tournament taking place over 3 days. In scoring, if a player takes more than 10 strokes, that's it for that hole and it is marked a 10x. Keep an eye on Miguel McCoy, 19, Spokane. Miguel enters Special Olympics USA Games already with a collection of medals and trophies, having won gold in 3 sports, including golf, in 2017, and the Sportsmanship Award in 2015. A senior at Tahoma High School, McCoy has been a part of Special Olympics since he was 8 years old. Gymnastics went T 10A 12P 133P W 9:30 to 10:40 A 11:25 A 12:15 TH 9:30 to 10:40 A 11:25 A 12:15 Where? Seattle Pacific University. Full schedule, you'll see an artistic amalgam of short routines on all sorts of events, usually 30 to 90 seconds long. The first day has 4 levels of all-around competition. Individual events take up days 2 and 3. Keep an eye on Virginia Wade, 17, Seattle. Virginia is only 17, but her Special Olympics experience has already taken her to the World Winter Games in Austria, in alpine skiing, and the World Summer Games in Athens, also in gymnastics. She returns to compete in her hometown of Seattle, where she already is on Roosevelt High School's gymnastics team. Powerlifting went M 9A2P T 9A2P 6 to 9P TH 9A2P F 9A12P Where? Meany Hall for the Performing Arts UW. Full schedule. The traditional Olympic sport of weightlifting consists of the snatch and the clean and jerk. But powerlifting is a bit different. Athletes compete in 3 lifts: the squat, bench press and deadlift. Keep an eye on Kelleen Trowbridge, 42, Everett, a respected weightlifter in her own right. She was an alternate for the Athens World Games. What Kelleen wants to do is sing. She's recorded multiple songs, even a Star Trek-themed Christmas album, and says she'd trade a medal for a chance to sing the national anthem at Special Olympics USA Games. Soccer went M 9A5P T 9A5P W 9A4P TH 9A-2 to 40P Where? Championship Field, Sioux Park, Seattle U. Full schedule, there will be 5-on-5 and 7-on-7 matches, the 5s mostly of traditional teams and the 7s with unified athletes, 4 athletes and 3 partners. Offsides will not be called in any of them. Keep an eye on Jonathan Lackband, 44, Kent. In his 33rd year participating in Special Olympics, Jonathan's dreams have come true, finally qualifying and competing in the USA Games. His coworkers at Metro Transit even accommodated into his schedule extra time to prepare for the big stage. Softball went M 8A-3 to 30P T 8A2P TH 8A-3 to 30P Where? Celebration Park. Full schedule, it's slow pitch with 2 home plates, 1 for the runner and 1 for the catcher, and all outs at home are forced plays. Both traditional and unified teams will compete in pool play before moving on to a medal round in the finals. Keep an eye on Casey Condit, 13, Lake Stevens. It's not clear what will set Casey apart first, his hair or his age. One of the youngest competitors in this year's Special Olympics at 13 years old, Casey has been participating in Special Olympics since he was 9. This will be his first USA Games as a member of Team Washington. Stand-up paddleboard when M8812P, T8812P where, Angle Lake full schedule, depending on skill level, athletes will race around a diamond-shaped 800-meter course from 1 to 4 times. The typical lap takes about 15 minutes. Washington's 5 athletes competing is tied with Florida for the most of any state. Keep an eye on Devin Adelman, 21, Seattle, from cheerleader at Nathan Hale High School to delivering a keynote address at the United Nations and meeting President Barack Obama. It's been some kind of past few years for Devin. It's all led to her becoming an official Special Olympics ambassador. Paddleboarding isn't her first sport, but combining skills learned in skiing and soccer, she learned fast and qualified for the USA Games in her hometown. Interactive video, Go Out on the Water with Devin Adelman, swimming when, M1030 F 405P, T 915A 345P, W 9A-12 to 35P, TH 9A-2 to 50P, F 910 to 1120 Aware, King County Aquatic Center full schedule. 25 different races range in length from 25 meters to 800, including 4x25 and 4x50 team relays. You're not disqualified for touching the pool floor. Race judges can make other adaptations at their discretion. Keep an eye on Justin Olds, 19, Maple Valley. Justin took home gold in 3 sports, including swimming, in the 2017 Special Olympics Washington Games. Now, having just graduated from Tahoma High School, he's going for gold at the national level in the 25-meter backstroke and freestyle races. Test when, M8A7P, T8A9P, W8A4P, TH8A4P, F8A12P where, Bill Quillian Tennis Stadium, UW, full schedule. Competitors, singles and both unified and traditional doubles, will play a seeding round in the game's first days before moving to finals. Using the no-ad scoring method, the next point wins a tied game, and there are no more than 7 games played in a match. Keep an eye on Howard Salisbury, 72, Seattle. Howard is one of the oldest competitors at this year's Special Olympics USA Games, and he has the resume to prove it. He has carried the Olympic torch through Seattle, won international gold in softball and run dozens of marathons. But his sport of choice this year? Tennis. Volleyball when, M9A4P, W930A4P, TH 9A2P, F8A-11 to 45 Aware, IMA Courts, UW, full schedule, teams of 6 both unified and traditional, will compete in pool play before a medal round in the finals. Net height, court size and ball size can be modified. Another teammate rotates to serve after 3 points in a row. Keep an eye on Roland Kirby, 56, Marysville. After trying out but not making teams in high school, Roland followed in his brother's path and turned to Special Olympics. He hasn't looked back since even qualifying for and competing in the 1991 World Games, and will play volleyball at the USA Games in Seattle.